Good morning, barbecue friends and family. This is Sage from Put Sage on a Barbecue. It's probably about 5 o'clock in the morning here in West Virginia, and I just wanted to take a moment to thank anyone who supports the channel in any way, shape, or form. I very much appreciate you. And also to talk about the intent, the direction of the channel a little bit. When I first started doing this, I had no idea what I was doing. If you look at my first video, it's got it all. Bad lighting, bad editing. The only thing that was right was the barbecue. And as a new creator, you just put it out there and you're doing it for yourself at that point. Yourself and a handful of friends and family that may watch this, and you just don't think about the big picture that, anyone could watch this, everyone could watch this. That's nowhere on your radar. And furthermore, you don't even know if you're going to make a second video. A lot of new creators, you did this thing and yeah, it was fun, and so I remember the first comment I got from someone who I didn't know personally, and that was a guy named D-Rock from Noxipator Barbecue. By the way, if you get a moment, jump over there and check out that channel. I used to watch shows like Monster Garage and West Coast Choppers and Pimp My Ride, those kind of shows where they do metal fabrication and stuff. And now he's not building cars over there, but he has built a drum smoker recently that is just a work of art. It's just a thing of beauty. And he does reviews on cigars and bourbon and whiskey, and there's a family element to it, and it's just some wonderful stuff. So go over there and check that out. But anyway, D-Rock left me my first comment from someone, that I didn't personally know. And it was on this video that I was just basically ashamed of, again, for the lighting and the audio and all of that. And he was just so kind and so gracious and so supportive. And, he just essentially said, hey man, I got something of value out of this. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm here for it, brother, And I was just so elated just to get some feedback from somebody somewhere who thought that maybe I could do this, because there is, you're caught in your own insecurities too when you do this. Again, you don't even know if you're going to make a second video, and then here comes somebody that's like, hey, I found something of value here. So you're like, wow. But anyway, on the same side of the coin, I got a comment today, and I say the same side of the coin, even though we call it constructive criticism. There's positive feedback and constructive criticism. Not everyone is going to agree with what you're doing. But as long as it comes from a place of respect and kindness, that is just as valuable to me. And I did a little short earlier, and I posted on TikTok and YouTube, and it was essentially just kind of a joke where I'm peering in a doorway and I'm like, you shut it up, Grandma, you get back to bed. And then I kind of turn to the camera and I'm like, hey, join my barbecue channel. So, and anyway, a TikTok commentator who again was very kind about it, and so I want to thank that person. But he essentially said, hey man, I don't know if you want to go that direction with this, with your marketing. That may work for this or that or certain things, but I don't know if this is, where you want to go, or it's going to get you where you want to go. And after reflecting on it, I wholeheartedly agreed with it, so I took the video down. Even when I shot it, it felt forced. And after reflecting on it, I think it came from pop culture, like I'm a country music fan, Trace Atkins, Honky Tonk Badonka Donk, Slap Your Grandma, Barbecue So Good You'll Slap Your Grandma, Impractical Jokers, Shut Your Face Grandma, if anybody watches that show. Again, that's funny for that show, that works for that. So it works here and it works there, but anyway, he just said, hey man, I don't know, this may come across, it may run some people off, it may seem crass, it may seem, I think cringy was the word he used, and I was like, oh. So it stung for a minute, but again, he was so kind. And after I thought about it, I thought, gosh, he's right, and people are watching. So I'm glad that I get that kind of feedback in my infancy here so I can learn. Because, like I say, I'm always a student of barbecue. I'm learning still, not just about barbecue, but about social media, about marketing, about lighting, about audio. There's so much to this that so many other people have got down, and they're so good at it. And like my mentors I watch, How to Barbecue Right, a big one for me, Steve Gow, Smoke Trails Barbecue. I'd watch all his videos, and I remember leaving a comment one time, and he commented back. And you would have thought Tom Cruise wrote me a letter. I was like, oh my God, like Steve Gow wrote me back. That sounds stupid, but man, I love what these guys are doing, and they're a big part of, why I wanted to do this. I was a barbecue apprentice. As I've said, I walked into a barbecue restaurant and was just like, I'll work for free. And to my surprise, they were like, you sure can. So anyway, I'm so gracious to that restaurant for taking me in and teaching me. And they did end up putting me on the payroll, by the way. But I'm still learning, guys. Bear with me. In no way, the expert of anything. I don't, or I should say, I don't know everything about anything. And this is not a TED Talk. I'm not preaching from the pulpit. This is not one directional. My comment section is open. And I'll always be open and honest with you. Sometimes I'm trying something for the first time. My second video, I think I put Skittles cotton candy on those ribs. And at the end of the video, I tacked on a thing and said, don't try this at home. The more of that I ate, the more upset my stomach got. Don't do it. The barbecue was perfect as far as it cooking, but yeah, go with Dr. Pepper flavored. But so like I said, I'm learning. We're playing with food together here, and I'm trying to enjoy the experience. And I'm grateful for the feedback. And again, as long as someone is kind and respectful, I am ever so grateful for all of it. So I think I'm gonna have to go to work, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Thank you.